We're just waiting to see if he will answer any of the questions which are being shouted at him, and the answer is no, he is not going to answer any of those questions. Kevin O'Leary with me this morning. Biden's lawfare is a strategy. Judging by Trump's performance in court, before in court and after court, has that lawfare strategy failed?
You know, Stuart, I'm going to take a little journey on this just for a second. It's very hard to talk about this case without getting involved in partisan politics for obvious reasons, because half the country thinks this case should never be brought. That's clear. I was in Europe last week fundraising with some of the largest pension plans and institutions in London, England, and Geneva, Switzerland, and in previous weeks when this thing started in the Middle East. This is really bad for our American brand. Forget about Trump for a second. We took someone out of the executive office. We had a porn star talking about sex with condoms in court to an executive of an ex-president of the United States. That's what happens in Venezuela. That's what happens in and so I walked in these meetings and they want to talk about porn star wars. I thought to myself, what are we doing to our brand? Why are we doing this to ourselves? I would argue we should raise the bar on former executives of the White House, regardless of what party they were in, and say, unless it's murder, we're not bringing you into court. We're tainting our brand, a 200-year brand.
But it's Biden that's doing it. Well, this is Biden's strategy. Drag him into court, embarrass him, fine him, maybe put him into prison, ridicule the man. That is Biden's strategy. He's the one that's denigrating our brand.
Well, I think there's many people that feel the way I do that don't think this case should have been brought on its merits at all, because it wasn't worthy of tainting the American brand, because that's what it did, and that's what it's doing, and it's hurting everybody that is involved in the economy in America. That's what I argue. I think it's not good to do this to former executives that sat in the White House. Why would you do this to the mother egg, America? Why would you do that? Yep. So that's my argument.
They do it to win the election. They think they can win the election by doing
I don't think it's working.
No, it's not working.
But it is doing some damage to our brand, and that I'm just sorry to see.
Come on, wait. This is an important day.
TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. A lot of people do have it. Do independents have it? Can they be swayed? Speaking of brand, if you have to refer to former President Trump as convicted felon, former President Trump, does that push independents to Biden or not to vote at all? I think that's the question. The nation's polarized. Independents will determine the election.
You know, I listened to you say that, and I think we've sunk right into the toilet. That's what we have. That's what we did to ourselves. That's what we did to the American brand, the economy, the best economy on earth, the country that everybody wants to move to. The reason they get caught up in barbed wire is they want to come to this country. This hurts that brand.
Yeah. It's all based, I mean, Biden's strategy is based entirely on Trump hatred, Trump derangement syndrome. It's the only way they think they can win. They're losing on all of the issues, whether it's the border, inflation, the economy, or just about everything, but they think they can win by Trump hatred. They think there's enough people who hate Trump and will therefore vote for Biden. I think they're wrong.
I'm flying 90,000 feet above that, saying 4 years from now, both of these guys are gone, and what did we do to our brand? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about.
Okay, I'm going to move on from this because it's a very important day, and that was a very important moment, I think.